Hello guys! Today I will be reviewing Alexandra Bracken's Passenger. And let me warn you, I gave this book 2 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so just to let you know, this will not be another praise. So Passenger is about this girl called Etta, and she is pulled from her life in New York City to the 18th century. And she learns that her name is not Spencer, but instead it is Lyndon, and she actually belongs to a family of time travelers. And one of them is called the Ironwoods, and they actually forced everybody to join their family, and they said like, you join us or I kill you. So Cyrus Ironwood, he's like the head of the traveling family of the Ironwoods. He's searching for this stolen object he really wants to find, and he thinks that Etta is the only one who can help him to find that object. So Etta ends up being Nicholas' passenger, and they both embark on this journey across centuries and countries to find this stolen object. They're like piecing together clues. One traveler left behind. I feel so bad giving this book only 2 stars out of 5, but it was nothing more than just okay for me, so there's no reason for giving it more than 2 stars. I'm sure I'm in the minority here, but I think the story was very slowly, and a lot of times it was really boring and it dragged on for far too long. Eventually the story got interesting, but after 300 pages. So let's begin with the first problem in this book. I think the beginning was hella confusing. The book starts off with Nicholas and his journey with his companion, and you don't know anything about who are they, what are they doing, why are they in Bhutan. I think there's no explanation, and it's just like dumped into the story and here you go, just read it, and you won't get it in the beginning, but you will get it afterwards. But that's so confusing, understanding the story afterwards and just not like getting anything in the beginning. I think that's just I don't like that. The next thing I want to talk about with you is the time travel in this book, and for me it felt like a filler for Nicholas and Etta's love story, and I thought it was so promising, and I actually enjoyed the system and what we learned about it, but I think the time travel itself was so unnecessary. So Etta and Nicholas jump from one passage to another passage, and we're left with like a little World War II, a little bit of a jungle in Cambodia, and a total redundant plot line in Paris. And you're like, whoop, this is going really fast. Like they're jump, passage, and you're like, okay. But I think the overall plot line, it was just lacking in depth. A lot of people are praising the historic elements on Goodreads, on the BookTube, and for me, I felt like they were mostly superficial, and I felt like I've not learned something new. So the next point is something that really caught me off guard, and it's the problem with the connection between me and the character. So I hardly have problems connecting with the protagonist or the characters overall, but this time it was so difficult for me, and I don't know if it has something to do that it was told in third person or that the slowness of the book really bugged me. And the most terrible thing is that I really like Etta and Nicholas as a character, but the story, it's just lacking significance, I think. I don't know why the next thing stressed me out so much, but why on earth does Nicholas always describe that like Etta smells after roses or flowers? And I was like, why? Why is she smelling after roses? After the journey through mud and filth, and she's not like regularly showering, and there's no lotion or something that makes her smell after roses and flowers. Nobody on earth smells after roses, just self. That's just why? And Nicholas doesn't smell after sea salt. I mean, he's not on a boat and he's through mud and all this stuff too, so he will not smell after sea salt. Please. So unrealistic and confusing for me, and it really annoyed me that she always like mentions smells and crushes, and I would never have thought about it if she doesn't like mention it so much in her books. But still, there are a few things that I really enjoyed about this book, and let's talk about them really quickly. I really like Etta and Nicholas, like I said, as a character. I think that a lot of potential, and I hope that Alexandra Bracken gives them more depth as a character and in their relationship. And I also really like that Etta was being a musician. I think that's kind of something special. I haven't read that before, and I really enjoyed that Nicholas was being an African American and that he was a person of color. And I think Etta and Nicholas made a great team. I mean, there were a little bit of an insta-love relationship, but I don't mind actually. And another thing I really enjoyed were the last 180 pages. I think they were very enjoyable, and she did put a sneaky little cliffhanger in the ending, but I think Passenger had really first book problems, and I will let that slide, and let's see what she does with the second book. So that's it for my review on Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's talk about it more in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed the video, and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Until then, I wish you an awesome week and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye! All the characters are overall. All the characters are wow. Characters. What's the